It's time for the Giz Wiz with Man's Maddest Writer, Dick DiBartolo. This is episode 1922, recorded Thursday, February 9th, 2023. It's in the bag! On this episode of the Giz Wiz, Dickie D has 3 gadgets from the Inspired Home event. I have another fire gadget. Let's see what we can burn down this week. We also have a viewer email that made both Dick and I laugh out loud. So we'll see that next on the Giz Wiz.
It's the same show with Dickie D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
Now, and here is the grand conductor of gadgets. How you doing, Dickie D?
I am doing good, sir. And you?
Doing good. Doing very good.
Excellent. I've been following you around. You went to the world's, is it the world's largest or the U.S. largest?
Flea market. The world's largest flea market. I think I saw a fourth of it in the day. But I was there.
Let me tell you how big this is. It took Chad 2 hours to see it all, and he was driving through the flea market.
It's so big that there are pop-up flea markets that neighbor it because it's almost like, you know, Disneyland, and then like they kind of made some attractions nearby. It's like that. There are like we're hearing about how there's called an animal alley where because at the flea market you can't sell live animals, but there's another flea market that allows it. You have to drive down the road and turn left, and you'll see it when you see it. You know what when you see it.
Wow.
Yeah, it was insane. I mean, it was just absolutely massive. And yeah, so yeah, I went to that. Let's see. I went to the Fort Worth Stock Show and Rodeo.
Okay.
Went to go to Billy Bob's. I got thrown out of Billy Bob's. They kicked me out.
For recording?
Yeah, for streaming. Yeah, they didn't like that. They were very nice about it, and I was very nice to them about it. But yeah, they were like, "Get out! you can't be in the you can't be in the building." They did say you can come back in if you're not streaming. I was like, no, that's not going to happen. Marathon is not over. Currently, the end date is tomorrow at 2 p.m. But I think I've said that before. I think I've said that before on this show.
Wow.
So I'm not sure when it'll end, but currently the timer is set to expire tomorrow at 2 p.m. So yeah, it's still doing stuff, still getting stuff done. I mean, if we lasted through the freeze, I feel like
Yes.
you know, we didn't last through anything really.
And during the freeze, why did you go to the ice skating rink? Couldn't you just put skates on right outside your
You're right. I should have just gone down to the water reservoir down the street and skated over.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of. It's been a ton of fun. Who knows? Oh, we went to the bingo hall. We played some bingo.
I watched some of that.
Yeah, we did not win that. Lots of video games, obviously. Waking up, playing video games, going to sleep, playing video games in my head. So yeah, it's been great. Yeah. Did you go to the Inspired Home this week, or was that a?
No, it was 2 weeks ago. So we had to wait till your CES thing ended. It was the last week in January, I think, or the last day of January. But it's great for New York press because the show opens in Chicago the first week of March. So it's great that they have maybe 30 exhibitors who also bring stuff to New York City. So that was a lot of fun. Also, I found out something fascinating. I closed out a safe deposit box at Chase because it used to be free if you were something, I don't know what you had to do. And it was now going to be $100 a year. And anyway, I found old traveler's checks. And I also found out banks don't take them.
Really? What?
Some bank. I called Citibank and they said, no. Unfortunately, we stopped last year taking them. So I went on the American Express website and said, what do you do? And they said, you can cash them online.
Oh.
You can cash up to $1,000 at a time.
Oh.
You need to, it takes 15 minutes. And it said it will take you 15 minutes. And right. You go to their website, you have to put in your driver's license and the bank you want the money to go to. And then, fortunately, most of them were in series. I was going to think, am I going to sit here and write down every one of these numbers? So the form is just, what serial number does it start with, and what serial number does it end with?
Oh, that's
okay,
good.
And what's the denomination? And then you do all that, and it said, we'll notify you in 3 days, but realize now that you can't use these traveler's checks anywhere because we send out a worldwide release that these are canceled traveler's checks. So it wasn't that hard to get rid of them.
Wow. So, but everything is electronic now. I guess.
Yeah. Yes.
You can cash a check on your phone. I guess you can cash a traveler's check on your phone now. And
I went to the bank and got rid of some savings bonds that I said to the woman, I've written down how much interest these are. So if your number's below mine. So she said, she said, well, my number is hundreds of dollars higher than yours.
That's fine. Yeah, my number was probably wrong
said,
anyway.
I'm not standing here. I'm not going to make a scene. Just put it in my account. What it turned out is, when I had done this before I folded them up and put them in the box, it was 2018, and I thought the program told you what the bonds were when they were at maturity.
Yeah.
Actually, when she told me the interest rate was higher, I looked at the slip, and it told you up to the day you printed that form out. And so it had gathered another 5 years of interest.
Oh.
Which I hadn't. So that was great.
That is great. That's fantastic. Was it? And you had no idea that was
no. No,
like,
I was
this
thinking
is an empty box, right? Like, this is just going to be moths that come out of this thing.
Yeah.
And then it was just
great.
paper. That's awesome. Yeah. That's great. What a nice surprise. It's like when I found the Bitcoin.
Yes. How much was that? Like
that was, I think, $14,000. Right? I mean,
my God.
It was a lot of money. That was not was it a half of a Bitcoin? A fourth of a Bitcoin?
It was a fraction of a Bitcoin.
It was not a full Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I think it was a half of a Bitcoin. And I think at the time it was $32,000 for one Bitcoin.
My gosh.
Yeah, I think I'd use that I think I thought I specifically had a use for it, that I paid something. I got something for the Bitcoin. It was like the down payment on the car or something.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember.
Okay.
But yeah, I did something with that. Weird how that slips my mind, but yeah, that was a big day. I had been hoarding my computers for years because I knew one of them probably had the wallet. And now I can get rid of all my old computers.
Oh, okay.
Because I was holding on to every hard drive that I ever touched in case I had the wallet around. Yeah, but finally, it was Jammer B helped me out because he said, you search for this exact type of file. Look for wallet.bat or something like that. And that finally was like, okay, I can look for that. I can do a search on every hard drive I have for that file, and let me see if I can find it. And that's what finally I found it.
Great.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's, I guess,
jump into stuff. Okay, and so Inspired Home is kind of interesting. I think it used to be called the Houseware Show, but now they opened it up to many kinds of gadgets, so it's a fun show. And here's a set of gadgets. You'll like this, Chad. It's all about barbecue gadgets.
Oh, flame
Here we
month, and there's good.
It's the Giz Wiz at the Inspired Home, and we're here looking at the Q Swiper. Okay, this is an easy way to clean a grill. So it's kind of like baby wipes, except there's a little bit of raised pieces here to clean your grill, so that way you don't have a filthy brush. But we're going to talk here about the Proud Grill. What's special about that?
This is an ultra-versatile grill basket. What makes it allows you to customize your own cooking space. So you can use it full up, you can use the whole grill space, you can cut it in half. If you just want to split your meat and your veggies, or let's say you want to throw some mushrooms in there, you can cook it up. So you really got the versatility on the grill basket. And what's really great about it too, it's got a removable handle that fits on all four sides. So you can go from here.
Oh, that's great.
To here, like that. It's all built with heavy-duty stainless steel.
Now, I heard someone say this got an award.
It did. Good Housekeeping chose it as the best overall grill basket in 2022.
Wow, and that retails for?
$39.99.
Okay.
Great
I
price.
want to show you this. You know, I'm a big boater, and I'm always down at the Hudson River. A fisherman caught this the other day. This is a snack fish. Now, what is it?
These are our slide-serve barbecue skewers. So, the traditional skewers, you put them on a barbecue, cylindrical or stainless steel stick. Here you put your meat and veggies on sideways. So when you're grilling, everything's going to cook nice and even. You can flip it over, and you go right from grill right to plate presentation. Just slide off what you want. You're not struggling with food and the rice flying all over the place.
Okay, that's great.
And they are $17.99 for a pack of 2.
Oh, it's a pair. Okay.
Yep.
Now, you had something earlier that you were showing me.
Yeah, these are our connected barbecue tool sets. So it's really neat is that you've got a spatula and a fork, but they actually connect to make tongs.
Oh, my, wow.
Or a server like this. And when you put them away, they can go nice and slim
That's
like this.
amazing.
Or you can hang them up on the side of your grill.
And what do they retail for?
$54.99.
Boy, they are beautiful.
Yeah,
are they
you.
out now?
They are out,
Okay.
yes.
This is really great. Great ways to get grilled. Okay, I know you get grilled when you go to the police station. This is a nicer way to do it. Inspired Home, finding great stuff.
That is, I want to understand how those tongs work together, because those seem.
So everything is, yes, they're all magnetic.
Wow.
So you can stick them together that way, or you can flip it over, and then they are in an open position.
Oh.
And then since they're magnetic, you can stick them onto your barbecue, the barbecue pit or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And they
just stick
also
'em right
send
there.
a piece of metal with a sticky back if you barbecue, or you want to hang them up in a non-magnetic area. They give you a piece of metal to hang them on. And he said $55, but they seem to be $49 on Amazon. And that's a clever idea.
It is. It is. And I see the one fish.
Sometimes, yes, and sometimes
pork.
on a skewer, you just want the third vegetable down.
Oh gosh,
So
yes, yes.
So yeah, here, whatever you want, it's right there. Each
looks
thing
like-
is on its own little fin.
This is also a bottle opener. Is that fish a bottle opener? You think? It kind of looks like it.
No, it
tell.
might be. Almost everything today is also
I
a bottle
know.
opener.
That is so funny. Yeah, these are a lot of really good grilling gadgets, and they all seem to be pretty reasonably priced.
Yeah, I
honestly.
thought so too. That
Yeah.
stainless basket was beautiful.
It seems really well constructed.
Yeah.
And I've
it's-
given some of these types of baskets to family members as gifts, and they love them. I mean, it's perfect for vegetables. Make sure they don't fall in between the grill, and it seems really nice. To divide it up, you can kind of put that on a hot plate once you're done, and then you're good to go.
And use the handle on either end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I
all
like
these
it too.
gadgets seem fantastic. They seem really good. A new company to keep it out. The Proud Grill Company. The Proud Grill Company.
Grill, yeah. And as he said, Good Housekeeping said the best overall grill of 2022 was the one we just saw there. So that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Okay, next one is a little bit of a what the heck is it?
Ooh.
Okay.
We're doing another What the Heck Is It? Okay, a houseware show. All right, that. Or that
Wow.
and that. This is a big cheat, folks, because
Is it
for them
Tupperware?
to work, you need this.
What?
Do you have it yet?
A bottle?
Well, Jono will tell
An
us.
infuser?
What do we have here?
This is
Code,
Phenobil, and the magic is in the pods. These pods are refillable. You put in your own spices, and then you close it up, and then
Oh.
once it's filled, it just pops in. Pops out. Pops
It's
in.
pretty neat.
Pops out, and with one button, you just push, and you grind.
Oh.
Anything from salt and pepper to your own spice blends, to minced garlic and dried onion and generally herbs and spices. We have one pod on the market right now with a new pod, the Max, coming out in March, and this will do larger spices like allspice.
And Jono, how is it sold? Do you get like 3 pods and...
When you buy the package, it comes with 1 Phenobil and 2 pods. Is the initial sort of basic startup package.
And what is the price of that?
The price is what? It's almost. We have it written down here.
Yeah.
Just double checking. I don't want to give you the wrong price. It's $44.99.
$44.99 for the battery operated.
Okay. And coming soon is going to be a USB rechargeable version.
We have the rechargeable coming out.
And that's going to be, how much is that?
Now on my list.
All right.
It's the rechargeable is $59.99, and then we have the stainless steel that is $79.99. And the stainless steel is the same as the other rechargeables, except it's in beautiful stainless, which is a really significant weight of stainless that you could feel. We also have a new line coming out called the Muse, and it's more powerful. It is quieter. It's a little smaller, so the pods are about half the size of these, but the entire unit is sleeker and designed a little bit more pizzazz.
So if you have a New York City apartment and there's room in the kitchen just for one of these, when you get the other version, you'll have room in your apartment for 2 of them. Okay, we're finding great stuff here. And the name of the company is...
It's called Phenobil, and you can go to www.phenobil.com.
There you go. Easy to do. We're having great fun here. I feel spicy.
Spicy. These seem awesome. Really. I like them a lot.
It's pretty neat. And also, he said one of the things is the spices don't mix with each other because each spice stays in its own container.
Yeah.
And
totally.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty clever.
Yeah.
No,
I do know a few people who just love their spices. They love their spices. And so
there you go. I'm seeing a $7 coupon there too.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, $7 off. $7 off. Yeah, their Amazon store seems great.
Yeah. Now that new thing he was talking about, the Muse. I emailed him because I forgot. He said it's coming out in the fall. So
right.
These are out now, and these are battery operated. And at the end of next month, the rechargeable version will be out.
It's interesting. Okay, the Express Everyday Spices Pro fennel mustard seeds. Interesting.
I guess they have to be ground slightly differently, right?
Yeah, I would think so. No, I mean, that's my guess. I don't 100% know. Also, there's some stuff that, he said garlic. I assume you have to dry the garlic? I assume this would be awesome for people who really want to do their own spices. Is if you want, I don't know. Mustard seed or
Yeah. Oh, you mean your own spice mix? You could make your own
Right.
pod
You can
for-
mix your
for
own
certain
stuff.
things. Yeah.
Or even if you grow your own spices and then dry them and then, you have a way to grind them. On top of just, let me go get some salt and pepper and have a nice grinder for both. I think it's really cool. I think it's really, really cool. And I think that it hits a lot of markets. It hits people who just want a fancy grinder, but also people who really want to control the spices that they put in their food. I really think that it fits both markets, which is great. It's really great. And it's not too expensive. It's a bit, but I think that this is a professional gadget.
If you're buying those kind of spices, you need.
Exactly. So yeah, $45, and that's a nice meal. That's great. Cool.
Okay, our last gadget is more for people in the chat room who might be a bit older and caught short, went out. It's kind of interesting, and here it is.
So, Travel John, I thought, well, I'm not going to stop here because maybe people don't want to know about this. And then I did stop by, and then Tina did it like an amazing demo. So show me let's do it again.
Yeah, so this is Travel Jane. It's a disposable urinal for all genders, adults and children. So anytime you need to go to the restroom, you simply...
Men and women,
any gender. So you simply unravel the bag, and it becomes a full-size bag. It holds up to 28 fluid ounces, and you see here by the volume indicator. There's a wide opening here, and then you can actually push it between your hands. You can create a wider opening. And then what it does, it instantly absorbs liquid and turns it into a solid gel that is odorless, non-toxic, and waste disposal safe. So I'm going to open this water bottle right here. So you can see I just poured a cup in there. Now I'm going to pour a full-size water bottle in here.
This is like
a lot
amazing.
of liquid. A lot of liquid.
There. It starts to solidify, and you can see the process. So there's that water, and in a few moments, so as you feel this becomes a solid. So you want to touch that there?
Oh, it's heating up.
It's heating up. So we use warm water for demonstration because it's about the temperature of our bodies. So it's a nice low temperature warm water, and then once that fully absorbs, you can seal it for extra peace of mind. And just close it up like that. Sometimes you need to really give it a good squeeze.
Now, after like a minute or two, if you drop that, would nothing spill out?
Nothing will spill out, no. So I'm going to show you this one right here. I'm going to grab this pen right here. So this is solidified, and you can feel this is just a solid right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then you have the seal, so it's an extra piece of mind. You can turn it upside down, nothing's come out. And then so say something happens to this bag before you can properly throw it in a waste bin, and you get stabbed and ruptured. Nothing's going to come out, nothing's going to leak, and there is no smell.
This is amazing. Now I'm going to do a real live demo. No, never mind. And the retail price?
$17.99.
And for how many?
6. And
is this the packaging?
Yes, this is the packaging right here. You get 6 wet wipes and you get 6 urinals, and they are packaged in 3. So you can take one, you can put it in a car, you can put one in each car, either your husband's car, your wife's car. You can put it in your backpack, and you can just travel.
I think this is really great. I can't wait to get on the train and try it. Okay. We're here at the Inspired Home Show.
I want this. I want to buy this right now. I love it. That's great.
I could not believe all the liquid that.
So I have a little bit of history with kind of understanding this. Is in magic, there was this magic powder that we used to call slush powder. Now I have no idea if that is a trade name or what, but basically it's these little granules, and if you pour liquid in it, it would solidify the liquid instantly. And we would use this in the magic show to do basically disappearing water tricks, where you'd pour water in, the slush would instantly solidify it, and you could act like there was no water in there. And so they're using that same stuff, and I can attest, because we used to play with it with water and stuff, is it turns into a very, it's like a really tough slush, basically. It's not quite slurpy, it's more like Jell-O, like a tough Jell-O. And this is a perfect application of that. And there's been plenty of times when out and about, just basically just buy this stuff and leave it in your car.
Yeah,
Leave it around.
absolutely. And if you don't want, I think the only thing that changed between Travel John and Travel Jane is they made it in pink, and it may have a different opening, but you would feel reassured. I mean, like you could, in an emergency, in the back of a taxi, or if you were stuck in 5 hours of traffic.
Yeah.
How much it holds is what blew me away. And the fact she stabbed the pen all through it after about a minute or a minute and a half, and nothing leaked out. I thought that was pretty amazing.
Yeah, I agree. I think that this is a great product. And yeah, I mean, I'm ready to buy it right now. Like at $3 a bag.
Yeah.
The potential of solving a problem, the potential of this is a big issue and I can fix it with this gadget. Is too high for that price. Scooter X did find a competitor.
Okay.
Looks like, although I don't know if the price is here. I'm trying to. That cartoon clip art image is a bit much. So yeah, it seems similar in style, but 700.
Who can do milliliters to ounces? Because I think she said she put 26 ounces in that.
That's funny.
Bottle. I sort of know. Wait a minute.
A normal 16.9 ounce is 500.
250 milliliters is almost a cup.
Okay, so then this is 700. So 2.5 cups, something like that. Sims to Rachel says 23.6 ounces. 23.6 ounces.
Okay. That 700 milliliters, is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what we're getting. That is
all right.
Very interesting. Good to know.
Yeah.
So it does say
that
on a close competitor. Here, let me see. It can hold 28 or 800 cc's. What are milliliters of cc's?
I don't know.
All this confusing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, no matter what, I think that this is a impressive gadget, and I think that do search around. This is really, really
cool. Absolutely. Yeah, if you can't hold it in for 30 days, get the stuff on Amazon.
Right. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, that is really, really cool.
Yeah.
The brand name was the Travel Jane, and it looks like on Amazon there's still the Travel John. So
yes, I think Travel John is the company that started it.
Right.
And then they figured, let's do some pink ones.
Right. 2 orders, great Christmas gifts for a nursing home. There you go, Empty Pockets.
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
there absolutely.
You go. Absolutely.
Can you freeze them after you use them for a cold pack? There you go. That's great.
Maybe, but do you want to? Is more
don't know
question.
If I would, but
yeah.
You can. Okay, with that, let's move on to.
You know you don't need it, but you might want it at Chad's Crappy Corner. Get it.
Okie dokie. Another flame gadget.
Ooh.
And I recorded this one earlier, so we'll take a look. Hey, Diggy D! So we are back at it with our second week of fire gadgets, and today we are taking a look at Fire Flame, the fire starters. So last week I made a fire in the Yukon, and I was super excited to show that off. But one of the issues that I even mentioned in that video was I didn't have kindling. I didn't really have any good fire starting sticks, and so I was using paper and cardboard to light the fire. Well, that is what I aim to fix, is that this is a fire starter that should start a fire with just one packet of this, and then I don't have to worry about really building a good fire starter section of the flame. This should be able to handle it all. Let's see if I can open this. This looks like
Charlie says,
quite, but
Can I
there we
eat
go.
that?
Okay, so these are the little packs, and you burn everything. You don't open this or anything. They claim in their videos that this plastic is made from like a vegetable oil. So this has no bad problems with burning. And then they also mentioned that this flame gets like really hot, like 750 degrees hot.
Wow.
And it'll last for a long time. So it says last 8 to 5 minutes, that sort of thing. So I'm hoping, oh, it says 4 campfires on the back. Place 1 to 2 pouches in or around the logs, and then light the corners of the pouches. So let's go ahead, let's just use one, and let's see how well it works. So I have a very simple fire built, only 3 logs. I'm going to take this and place it underneath. I'm gonna go ahead and light it and then drop it down. But there you go, you can see that the plastic bit even lights, which is fantastic. Is it actually gonna work? I'm gonna light the other side as well. I'm gonna light kind of
oh, it's
all
good. There it
around
goes. It caught. It looked like it was
Yeah,
going
it did.
out, but
Kind
then
of
it
smell
caught.
it. It smells like instant lighting charcoal is kind of what it smells like. So that little pack should go for a while. And this literally has no other fire starter. This is just the logs and that one little pack, which is not normal. Normally I'll have all sorts of sticks and things like that to burn to get a hot fire going. And so using just this little fire starter will try to make a fire. While that goes, let me mention a few more things on the packaging. 100% waterproof. So these little packets, this plastic stuff on the outside is waterproof, which is nice.
Nice.
Non-toxic, 30-year shelf life, and non-combustible under extreme heat. So you kind of need to light it. It's not just gonna catch on fire when it's in like your backpack or something like that. And already this is looking pretty good. Honestly, that looks really great so far. I'm gonna give this a little while to see how well it works, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so it looks like the pack is about to fizzle out. It's about to end. This is still pretty not warm, but look at that. We got some char on there. And so what I would normally do is use a bellows or something to try to get that to light. Looks like I may need some smaller sticks than what I added. Honestly,
Or
I
maybe
am
2
more
packs.
impressed than not impressed. I know this didn't actually just catch this on fire. But if you had any type of sticks, any type of starter, smaller things than huge, massive logs, this would absolutely be a raging fire. You just need something a bit smaller than the logs that I provided it with. And honestly, if I had 2 packs, it probably would have lit this a lot more and been better. But even with enough blowing, or if I had some type of fan, I might be able to also get that to catch and to light. So while I didn't actually light the entire fire, I am still pretty impressed with the fire flame. The cost came out to around $1.50 per packet. So you do got to consider that every time you start a fire. Like this would be about $3 to start that fire. It is a nice, simple solution if you don't think that you're going to have a lot of fire starter around. Back to you guys. There you go.
Oh, so Chumley said that he's tried these and he likes them, and he also said that that was hard wood.
Yes,
you were trying to light.
It is.
And
It is
that
hard
would
wood.
be much more difficult.
Yes. So if I had like a softer wood, like I don't know, pine, that sort of thing, I think that it would be a lot easier for me to light. It's funny as I'm having
Chad, they're going to be cheaper because I'm on Amazon, maybe the page you're on. You get 60 of them for $36. So it's more like 70 cents each.
You're right.
Right?
So I guess I got sorry about that. This is the one that I got, the 20 pack.
Oh.
And it was...
So get the bigger one.
Yeah, get the bigger one for sure. Because this has 60 in there and it's 35 for that. So that's a lot less per each of them. Also, and even my math is... I guess
your math is terrible.
It's still bad. Yeah. It's like about 75 cents.
There you
go. Per. So honestly, I really like them. I found that the flame was pretty consistent and pretty. It didn't stink or anything like that. Look at them lighting this in water, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So if you're someone who has trouble lighting a fire, this is like the perfect thing. And then if you're also good at building a fire, it just takes all the guesswork out of it. Throw some sticks in there. So throw something smaller than a log, and it will light. And like I said, even though I didn't light the fire, I'm still impressed with it because I could tell that it did a very good job at what it was claiming to do. So if you need to start charcoal or a fire or a grill, that sort of thing, I would highly suggest it. It's really great. So yeah, there you go. $35 for the 60 pack, or $16 or $15.50 for the 20 pack for the Fire Flame fire starters. And there you go.
Pretty nice. Yeah, very nice.
With that, let's move on to Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
Our email is from John Conway, and I watched this the other day. I believe he wants us to guess at what it is, so let's just start the video.
Okay, here we are.
Hello, Dick and Chad. Here we have a what the heck is it?
Is it a battery?
Is something I just picked up yesterday, and I think you're going to get a kick out of it. Aldi has them, and I haven't seen them anywhere else.
Aldi?
Okay, so what is it? Well, it's not a Bluetooth speaker.
Okay, good. Is it a mouse? Is it like a portable mouse?
I'll give you a couple hints as we go.
I'm gonna
just stop here.
Headphones? Oh, whoa.
Now you might say,
headphones?
Oh, another battery pack. Well,
yeah, that's what I thought.
I would say the same. But the big surprise is this battery pack is also a hand warmer.
Oh.
Yes, it is. I tried it out. It worked. They claim it gets 5
Sims to
hours
Rachel got
of
it.
Heat, which is a little beyond my comprehension. How you can get 5 hours of heat out of a little battery like that. But I'll be checking it later today. Aldi has these. So hope you enjoy it.
Oh,
that's he
interesting.
Said, he said Aldi is very much like Five Below. It was branded Easy Home. It was $14, and it works better than I imagined. I didn't run it all the way down, but I got 4 hours of heat out of it.
Interesting.
So
this
works
is
as
Aldi.
advertised.
We have these in the Dallas
Oh, you
area.
have those? Oh, okay.
Yes, they are a grocery store, but they have this section in the middle that is like gadgets. It's weird.
Oh, how interesting.
It's a grocery store, but and so you wouldn't think that they have stuff, but then you get down to like home goods, and they do. They have little gadgets and home decor, lamps and dog beds and that sort of stuff. So I understand now that he got it from Aldi. Yeah, that's interesting.
And I did a web search, and since he said it was unbranded, I think this might be it. Doesn't it look just like it?
It looks exactly like it, honestly.
Yeah, and It's 5,200. John didn't say. I sent him an email, but he didn't respond yet to see how many how many watts his was. But this little guy on Amazon is 5,200 milliamps, and it's the same thing. It's a hand warmer with USB out. Wow, it's cheap. It's $13 and a 10% off coupon.
Yeah, it's not that bad. It's
not that bad.
Yeah, and that 10% off will get you, $1.20 off, $1.30 off. So yeah, that's great.
That's pretty good.
I like it, and that's supposedly, hand warmers are disposable. So if you use it enough, it could be gooder for the environment.
Yes. Although those little hand warmers you just showed a few minutes ago, they really get hot.
These ones, right? The Firefly. These quite the warm hand warmer, and they last about 10 minutes though.
Yeah, exactly. And by then your clothes will be on fire, and you'll be warm for another.
Your whole house will be on fire. Yes.
Yeah.
Sims Rachel says I paid $30 for a very similar item, and this is it. Yeah, same type of thing. Hand warmer.
Oh, you know what? I think we did that on the show. I remember that. I think that kooky name.
Yeah. Kukapa.
Koopa.
Oh, Koopa. Oh, Koopa. Sounds like a Mario.
Yeah.
There you go.
Anyway,
Koopa.
John Conway, Whitting, New Jersey, and he had seniors if you need housing. It looks like Whitting, New Jersey, WHITING. It's just an hour out of Philly or New York, and has some of the cheapest housing in the country. Okay, he used to live on a sailboat, but he gave that up and found a place in Whitting, New Jersey. So there's another hint from a viewer.
Or we're getting tips and tricks all day. This is a real life tip and trick. Move to Whitting, New Jersey. That's awesome. With that, let's move on to the letter. Oh, wait. Should we say how people can send in their videos?
Oh, that's a very good idea. Okay, so we're still looking for videos. I think we have 1 or 2 left. Anything to do with a gadget, okay? A gadget that you bought and liked, like John's video. Gadget you bought and hate, like some that we've had in the past. Or our favorite, a gadget that's sitting in the attic because you paid a lot of money and you can't bear to throw it out. Share it with us. It's a lot of fun. 1 to 3 minutes. Make a little video, horizontal plane. Make sure we can hear you. You can be in it if you want, or like John, you can just talk about it and not be on camera. Email it to us. Upload it to YouTube. YouTube will give you a URL where the video is. You can click unlisted when you upload it, and that way only people with the URL can see it and send that to us. mail@gizwiz.tv. mail@gizwiz.tv. We love when new people send in a video. So if you've never sent one in, it's very easy. Do it.
Do it. With that, let's move on to the letter.
Become the letters, your lovely letters. Become the Giz Wiz letters
now.
Okay, our letter is from, our email is from Andy T. He was talking about the What the Heck Is It game, and he writes, well, Chad told us what it is in his wild guess on Giz Wiz 1915, and he sent us a link.
So and just to
refresh
everyone's memory. Okay, this was the What the Heck Is It that month. This is what it was.
Yeah, this was the January-February game.
Yes. And then this is what it turned out to be. Here we are. There you go. So you can see that. Now we'll play.
Only one person got it.
Only one person guessed it. Actually, only one person really guessed it.
Right.
Here is what I had to say about it. What is it? And this is obvious to me, so I'm sorry I'm going to give it away last minute. But this is a foldable water bottle. So it just folds right in half, and then you unfold it whenever you need to fill it up. If you think you know what this is, get a guessing over gizwiz.biz.
Isn't that funny?
I got it right. That's exactly what it is.
I'm sure at the time I went, ugh. But then I totally forgot.
Shh. You were over here going, stop it.
Yes,
stop
I totally forgot.
And no, not a single person wrote it in.
No, well,
I feel
Andy
unheard.
did.
I feel like no one's listening.
Well, you know, on To Tell the Truth, at the end of the show, there's something called the mill around, where the 4 celebrities who played the game would mill around with the contestants who were on that day's show. And I said to the producer, let's send out every day of the week, send out the same person who was not on the show and have him Monday talk to Peggy Cass, Tuesday talk to Kitty Carlisle, Wednesday talk to Orson Bean, Thursday talk to Gene Rayburn, whoever this guest was that week. And then on Friday, show the video, have the guys come out and say, panel, each of you had a conversation with one of these 3 people. And at the end of the show, they milled around with you. Who was it? Only 1 out of the 4 remembered who this person was. It's very funny.
That is
very funny.
I feel like that's even worse for a celebrity because you just meet so many folks. Like
not only that. Yes, there's a 10-minute break at which the guys just go back and change their tie. The women go back and do a costume, clothing change. So they're can't wait till the credit rolls and they can get out of there. So you're right, but it was a funny thing.
That is very funny. Okay, well that I think brings us to the next. What the heck is it? I'm going a little out of order just so that I can. I think that's a good transition. Here it is. Can I guess it correctly?
Yeah, why not?
I think that this is a way to clean your water bottles. You got a deep water bottle, it's hard to reach. It's like a little loofah. Scrape, put it in there. I have no idea. There you go. That's play What the Heck Is It? Gizwiz.biz. And there are 6 Mad magazines for correct answers and 12 Mad magazines for funny, clever, hilarious, or interesting answers. So get a guessing over at Gizwiz.biz. I want to say thank you to our patrons over at patreon.com/GizWiz. Thank you guys so much for supporting our show every single episode. You geek guys give back to us on a recurring basis, and we want to say thank you so much for supporting us. You can also support us by PayPal over at gizwiz.tv. Click on the Patreon tab, and there will be a PayPal link on that page. So however you like to support us, and if you want to support us, I highly suggest you head on over to gizwiz.tv, click on the Patreon tab, and you'll find the Patreon banner and the PayPal link there on that page. Thank you guys so much for your support. Speaking of gizwiz.tv, that's where you can watch the show live just about every Thursday, 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern Time. Wind nor snow nor 24-hour 440-hour live streams will stop us. Sometimes there's slight delays. But if there are delays, it'll be right there at the top of the website. You can go there and watch the live stream along with everybody in the chat room. The chat room is at irc.gizwiz.tv, or it'll be embedded just below the live player when we are live. If we're not live, you can watch all the past episodes there at our website, gizwiz.tv, or you can subscribe at YouTube or on Apple Podcasts, however you like to get your podcasts. And that about wraps it up for our show.
I'm going to point out that on February, let me look here again, On February 20th, we will celebrate the end of year 17.
17
of the Giz Wiz. The first show was February 20th, 2006.
Wow. 17
There's got to be some
years.
sort of a record. I'm not sure. There are a lot of podcasts who have run 17 years, and we'll be starting year 18 before the end of February. So
that's crazy.
Amazing stuff.
That is absolutely crazy. I mean, we're in the running with like Twit.
Twit was a few months before.
Yeah. And then what else are we in the running with? Is it Adam Curry?
Yes, I think so.
Is his podcast still updated and live?
Oh, you know, I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Gosh, I'm not even sure. What was that podcast called? Adam Curry. I don't think it was No Agenda. No Agenda was not his first one, I thought.
No, I don't think it was either.
No Agenda is over 15 years.
15, says Martron. Okay.
But I thought he had a different podcast. It was like On the Cast or something.
I mean, when we started, it was over the phone with Leo. No video.
Chad was
video
second
like year 3.
when the show started. Oh, Chad was 2 when the show started. I understand now.
Very funny.
I would have been, gosh, how old would I have been? 2006?
Yeah.
Is that right? I would have been 17.
Milliliters.
I would have been 17. I would have been 17, and now it's 17 years old. We are the same. This is half a lifetime ago for me. Half a lifetime ago, the Giz Wiz started. Now, the Giz Wiz has been going on longer than half of my life.
Wow.
There you go.
All right, well, I hope we hit 34 years and double it.
Open Source and The Tech Guy are the longest running.
Oh, okay.
Says Google. Is Open Source the podcast still going? Apparently.
Is Tech Guy Leo?
I didn't know that the Tech Guy had
he didn't call it
a podcast back then.
Google says.
Open Source with Christopher Lyon. Radio Open Source. Looks like they're still doing it.
Oh, well, okay.
So it looks like Open Source is our biggest competitor, along with the Tech Guy. It may be owned by NPR now, which means it's never going down.
No.
Thank you.
Tech Guy is Leo, and Leo's been doing it for 19 years.
Open Source is the world's longest running podcast. Yep, there it is.
Oh, okay.
We're in the top 10.
That works for me.
Is my guess. I feel like we really have to figure that out and do a little bit of research.
No, we don't need anything.
But I don't think we need to do the research. I think we're in the top 10 oldest podcasts that exist.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did not live on my own when I was 17. No, I moved out when I was 18. So yeah, I would have still been, yeah. Okie dokie. Well, that is insane.
Yeah.
And I also forget how long I've been hosting the show now.
You know what? I used to
keep track.
Stopped doing it. Tell it what show number we were at, just you and I. It's a lot.
It is a lot. The independent show was also different than, because we've been independent, and then also I was hosting before.
Oh, that's right. You were doing it at Twit.
Yeah, at Twit.
Right. You're doing it at Twit. So
we
can find out by next week.
Yeah. Yeah. Okie dokie. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for continuing to watch. Thanks for continuing to support. And we'll see you next week.
I'll be here.
Bye.